problems, and somehow that means that what happened with the hurricanes is understandable?
Look, there has been a pretty shared sentiment extensively within the administration that the issues with Puerto Rico's debt and its infrastructure and all sorts of actual structural problems well prior to the hurricane has made it much harder to make a smooth recovery effort. And this president, as we know, is very concerned about how he is perceived, whether he is blamed or seen as doing good. So he thinks that he is framing an argument. And he is, as we know, everything with him, and therefore almost everything with this White House, is reactive. You don't see them telling a positive story or trying to tell a positive story about this administration. It is very often, this person is wrong, they did X, Y, Z, I'm much better. So he's been in this sort of cycle of responding to the San Juan mayor, and that's what we saw. He is genuinely angry and frustrated. Whether he should feel that way or whether this is smart to express is an entirely different issue. And so what you see today is what we have often seen, where you will get the first tweet, which is what he really thinks, and then you will get some massaged message from aides, which is what appears later.
Okay, let's talk about what happened yesterday in the press briefing room, because it was so interesting. Chief of Staff John Kelly, a man normally avoiding the spotlight, I mean, famously trying to avoid the spotlight, appeared at the podium to, it seems like, extinguish any rumors that his time may be limited in that role. So let me play for everyone what he said to the press yesterday.
I would just offer to you that although I read it all the time, pretty consistently, I'm not quitting today, and I don't think I'm being fired today. I am not so frustrated in this job that I'm thinking of leaving. Unless things change, I'm not quitting, I'm not getting fired, and I don't think I'll fire anyone tomorrow.
Maggie, how did that moment come to pass?
It was really something. I mean, the president wanted him to go out there and wanted him to address this constant, it's not even a low-grade fever at this point, it's a medium-grade fever, that things are in turmoil, that Kelly is, thinking about exiting at any given moment. Look, Kelly dealt with the most extreme questions about this administration and his tenure there, right, which are you quitting right now? Is this incredibly frustrating? Do you want control of the tweets? He went through all of that. He did not say what the president claimed he had said, which was that this is the best job he'd ever had. He said it was the most important job he had ever had. He made clear he does not see his mission as controlling the tweets, or at least he's not publicly going to say that, but that he is trying to increase the flow of good information to the president so it can affect the president's decision-making. But it is safe to say that both the president and the White House have gotten very frustrated with sort of being, bitten constantly by essentially bugs, either, internally in the White House or outside of people who want to see Kelly do poorly. Now, that doesn't mean that Kelly is going to be there for 7 years or more years as the